Irvine, California, I'm coming to you January 10th. Dallas, Texas, I'm coming to you March 22 and 23rd. Please get tickets at fumiabe.com. Would love to see you.
I think I know what car I'm gonna get, by the way. Okay,
what?
Anyways.
Okay.
The Miata. But everyone seems to hate on it.
You hated, I suggested that when you first started talking about cars,
yeah.
and you hated on it so hard.
I know, but now it makes sense.
It's cute. It's cute.
It's less of that. It's more that I'm saving money. And it's reliable because it's Japanese.
Right. What do you mean you're saving money? They're pretty expensive still.
No, they're not. They're like $30,000, $35,000. I could buy a used one for like $30,000 or $29,000. That's not expensive.
Used? How many years new?
Okay, I have to also tell you, my AAA guy, when he picked me up, I asked him like, "Hey, what cars do you see on the road the most?" And he said Prius. Like being towed.
Oh, being towed.
Being towed. Prius is one of the most towed cars. He also said not. Wait, are we doing this right?
Yeah, we are doing this right now.
Okay. But also, like, he said...
I have a counter argument to that. Please finish, yeah.
How do you have a counter argument to something that's...
Because people in it, if you look at most cars owned in LA, I think Prius is probably top 5. So obviously, if you do the math, like, most cars towed, most car anything is a Prius. Because people own Priuses. No,
but I doubt that... the guy had a Corolla. He said... barely no one, and most people have Corollas, and they're not getting towed.
What is this conjecture about the Prius then? What's he saying?
I feel like you're getting a little.
No, but I don't.
You're getting hurt.
I don't understand the point he's making about my people. What is he? I don't understand the point he's making. No, it's
not your people. He has a fucking Toyota Corolla, bro.
No, what is the point? The
point is like, yo, don't get a Prius because they have issues, mechanical issues, electrical issues.
Oh, I thought you meant towed as in like they're parking illegally or something.
Oh, no. Like, because I asked him, I was asking for advice of what cars are the most reliable. And he's like, I said, hey, I want a luxury car. And he's like, a Lexus, he has not towed as much. And then when I asked him about the Miata, he's like, that's great. No one's ever towed that. Barely towed, I mean, not never.
I have something to say to you, but guys, welcome to Cash Cuties.
Welcome to Cash Cuties.
Super personal finance podcast, baby, where we look at our friends' credit card statements and judge their spending habits with love. I'm some dude, Fumi Abe.
And I'm a very hot girl, Steffie Baik. I am not random. If you're listening on your Apple Pod app, please leave a review, hit follow on Spotify, and sub to our YouTube channel for the vision version of this podcast. All the links are available in the episode description.
For the vision version?
Yeah, if you want the vision version, 2020 vision version, 20, please go on and... Also,
subscribe
to us. Send us some money, because just like Ryan K, our dono daddy, Ryan K has spent $20.
Yes, he gave us $20 on Patreon. Thank you, Ryan, so much. If you want to support the podcast, please go to patreon.com/cashcuties. I know we've been slacking on the bonus episodes, but we got some shit coming. Also, there's some stuff I edit out from certain episodes. But I'm gonna release those on Patreon, I think, for you guys. So if you want naughty shit,
we love the naughty stuff. But
this is just a family episode, y'all. Steffie, I don't want to sound too 7th grade gay, but I've been missing you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, we haven't done this in a minute.
Is that the last time you missed somebody who was in 7th grade? Is that the last time you felt love for a friend?
No, I said 7th grade because 7th graders say gay a lot. I didn't mean like I haven't had that emotion since 20.
Wait, do you think in this day and age, these Gen Z and what is it, Gen Alpha, are they saying that? Are they using
every
this
middle
term?
schooler is saying gay at all times? Is what I realized.
Dude.
Or like elementary school kids. I've been, because I thought as I grew older, I was like, oh, people don't say that anymore, right? But then in New York, I was here on the subway and stuff all the time. It's back.
It's back, baby?
Back,
Holy shit. Okay, because there's this guy that I've been kind of seeing, and he's over the age of 45, and he always uses the R word, and I get nervous and a little cringe, because I'm like, I checked him,
Oof.
But I know it's a very awkward thing, but like I feel like people in our generation also secretly say it within the friends, not in a derogatory way.
Wait, but this is a very good conversation. Should we loop in Lil D over here?
Lil D, Big D.
Lil D. I love how I was like, hey, we're talking about the R word. We got to get Lil D's take.
our special non-guest guest. My other pod co-host with Fun with Dumb.
Dumb.
Jesus Christ.
Jeez, is that a horrible?
Can you redo that? Oh my God.
And you might have seen him on TikTok, YouTube, every algorithm, social media thing. This is Dumbfoundead. Did I do it? Okay, you do it.
Dude,
He tells me always how to introduce guests, and I'm always like, huh.
dude.
That
what did you think about that?
Can you guys both?
I thought it could have been stronger. I would have given you a proper.
Okay,
intro.
do me.
And it's not even just what you're saying; it's really the musicality of it. Here, you do it. You
okay,
go. You introduce Steffi.
Okay, I'm really bad at intros too, but I will say that.
And then I'm gonna make you do me.
Okay, we'll do it.
Go ahead.
She's one half of the worldly known podcast Cash Cuties, and you might have seen her on various television and features.
What the hell, bro? You guys both suck. What the hell?
What is
happening right now?
Those are bad. Sorry.
Okay, fine. You do it.
Oh, you want me to do you?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you were on if I had a different podcast, and you were
come
I'd be
on,
like,
let's go.
Okay, I'd be like, guys, your guest this week is a good friend of mine. She is a model, content creator, co-host of the amazing podcast Cash Cuties. You may have seen her on Amazon Prime, HBO, Apple TV. Give it up for the amazing Steffi Baik.
Wow.
Oh my God. Yo, I just got horny right now. Bro, I'm some hot shit. You made me sound so much hotter.
That's why he gets paid the big bucks.
Holy shit.
You got horny because I just read your IMDb credits. You fucking narcissist.
Yo, I sounded good, bro.
Yo.
Dude, it does help because it makes you excited about yourself.
That's what hosting is about. You got to make him feel good.
I will say my pod, that's my weakest thing. It's like the intros aren't that great.
I never really thought, I didn't think they were weak at all until you just did
that was pretty bad.
But
is it because it's me?
Yeah, I got put on the spot,
Yeah, but you can just make shit up, I just made shit up. I don't even know if you're really on Amazon. I just made it up. Okay, now try. Okay.
I am on Amazon.
Anyways, I've been missing you. I guess that's what I've been trying to say. Anyway, speaking of the R word, I guess is what you were talking about. Did you want to ask him about that?
Oh, what I think of? Okay, what do you think of the R word?
So she's dating somebody who casually drops the R word a lot.
But I don't think he means it in a bad way, which is not.
Doesn't matter how he means it.
It's because of his age difference. I think is that, and so like I've checked him nicely.
And what'd you say?
But I was I was just like, hey, in this day and age, that word don't fly, and
that's how she talks to people she's in love with. I love that.
Did you have to talk to him in like over 40 language? That don't fly.
Yeah.
It started out like a black person impression, and then it just like an old lady. I don't know.
That's kind of her swag right there.
Sweetie, it ain't it, fam.
Oh my God.
You got to bring it in. I just know there's just like this thing when you're dating people in different generations, you got to talk to them a certain way, but you also realize it's because they're just not used to something. So if you're going to be dating people in different generations, you got to learn the new lingo. You got to like talk to younger people. Don't you think that's part of their homework?
So if I'm dating a 25-year-old, I'd be like, so how's my Riz?
I don't know what Riz is.
I don't think you say it like that.
I don't know is that a new word? I don't know what it is.
It's like game.
It's game. Like you have game.
Say so he has Riz.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, he's got game. He knows how to flirt.
It was
he's
Oxford's
got charisma.
word of 2023.
It was Oxford. Oxford did that shit before I did? This is so depressing. Oh my God.
It's been on various news programs. Anchor people are talking about it.
So it's like the new lit?
No. Well, no, but Riz is specifically, do you have game? Like, are you like?
Oh, it's like swag.
Yeah.
I see.
But are you flirty? Or you got like that energy? This is so bad. All of this is so bad right now. And you know what? I think he must have Riz. You know what? He's got a lot of game, but I don't know if you necessarily know you have game. It's his game is that I feel like I've seen him around when we're going out, and you kind of do this thing where you're just like kind of innocent. And I think girls like that about you. You seem like trustworthy dick. Yes. Do you know what I mean?
Trustworthy dick.
Yeah.
But do you mean dick as in like I'm secretly a dick, or are you saying my actual penis?
You seem like you would have, first of all, a clean dick.
Why'd you look? Why did you just eye fuck me and not honestly?
You
like HR Cash Cuties
like through the laptop.
Bro. I felt it. I felt something. I was
like trust fall on my dick.
Yeah, don't cancel me. I feel like this is all fine. You're
Yo, keep talking about my.
But can I ask you,
Fumi,
could I ask you something?
Of course.
Since you're one of the few male Japanese comics in the game now,
in the Riz,
I can't even name more than one right now from top of the dome. Like you'd be the only one I can name.
Dylan Adler, you know him?
Oh, I thought Dylan was half Korean.
And half Japanese.
Half
Sorry,
Japanese.
Bro.
Okay.
That's good.
He's
okay.
best of
The
both
only
worlds.
straight Japanese male comic that I know.
Yeah.
Do you get attention from Japanese girls who might follow you? Have you gotten specific Japanese? You know, like people get attracted to, like, you know, if I see like a Korean comic, like I'm like, oh, she's Korean.
Right. I actually would say I think I get out of the DMs, I think the majority are Asian women. What's good?
Oh, interesting.
I would say just, you know, it's my DMs is kind of like, you know, the census, right? It's like there are Japanese girls, but there are more Chinese and Korean. I read some statistic that Japanese American, our population is declining in this country.
Yeah.
So they're just like, I get some, but there's more Koreans and Chinese because there's more of you guys in this country.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, what's the style? Because I feel like
What my style? What?
the type of girl, like where do they shop? What kind of clothes are they buying? Like, what's their
They're
aesthetic?
all
Are they
into me?
hipsters? Are they like girls who are like artsy? Or are they girls who like are, you know, West Side girls? Are they good girls? Are they smart girls? Did they go to NYU? Did they go to Berkeley?
Yes, I see what you're saying.
Did they go to CSULB?
The girls that are into me, they're never like, they don't look like you guys. You know what I mean? Like they're not like super fashionable. Like they look nice, but they're not like decked out in the latest trends.
How much does that make a difference for you when someone's dressed? Like, does that up the riz of the girl? Like, are you more attracted to someone if they dress well? By how many points? Like, let's take a girl who's a typical 7, right? Like, she's like an average girl, attractiveness. But if they dress well,
it goes up, of course. It's like
but she could be okay. Fine. What if she's like 10?
Then she's
and
an
she
11.
dresses bad though.
Then she's a 9.
It's a 1-point system.
Yeah,
for
I
you.
think taste is everything.
Yeah.
You know, but there's cute girls that like. There's a genre of Asian girls that wear dirty Air Force Ones.
And you don't like
that. That is a whole genre. I have seen this.
What is this? Dirty Air Jordan Asians? I've never heard of this.
This is a whole genre of Asian girls that wear Air Force Ones that are tied way too tight, creased up, and dirty.
Okay, elaborate.
And there are cute ones too.
Okay.
But do you like it?
No, I hate it. I can't stand it.
Why? Because they're dirty?
I mean, I think anybody who would see that would.
Is it because you're like, oh, you're not taking care of your shoes, you cannot take care of my son? Is that like
no?
Where's that?
He's not looking to wipe someone. Does this man like he just dyed his hair green?
No, absolutely right.
You think that he's trying to wipe someone up right now?
And the thing is, look, I'm not a huge sneakerhead or anything like that. It just bugs me. Like, why is everything else fine and then
the shoes?
I have something to say. That means you are dating people under the age of. When you're looking at these, I think these are girls under the age of 30. You're looking between maybe 25 to 32 in my head.
They're definitely younger, I think. They're in their 20s, I would say.
It's like, you know, when we're younger, you don't have the fucking money, so you buy the one shoe that's really popular. It's like those turtle, you know, Adidas when we were growing up, but the Air Force is that generation's.
Here's something I want to talk about.
You talk about your finance.
This is what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Going back to money for once. I got scammed on Uber recently, and I looked this up, and this is a very common scam, and I want to know if you guys have gone through this. So I took the airport. Well, I was going to New York to Dumbfoundead, and I took the Uber to LAX. And I took a midnight flight, a red eye. So I was kind of tired. I get there, I say thank you, I go in, I have like an hour till I board. I'm just like chilling at the gate, and then as I board, I'm like checking my phone to get my ticket out, the Apple Wallet app, and I see like you know when your Google Maps is on, it's like the blue thing blinks on the top left of your iPhone. Yeah. And I'm like, wait, do I have something on? So I click on it, and my Uber app is still on, and he's still charging me for the ride that he gave me. Like, he dropped me off like an hour ago. He's still charging me, and my fare is like way
is it a mistake?
So I was like, what the fuck is it? I don't think it's a mistake, because when he picked me up, he was 3 minutes away from my house, and then he was like, I'm sorry, I'm dropping somebody off, but it didn't say that on the app, and he kept driving away. So I think he was doing it to the person before me too.
Wow.
And so my thing was so high, so I cancel, right? But if you cancel, it's as if you didn't take the ride. So I can't leave a bad review on this driver. So I got charged like $90, or it was something so high. It was like crazy. It was supposed to be like 30.
Yeah.
And then now it's like 90.
So what'd you do?
And I obviously like filed like all the complaints in the world, and I did get it back, but I looked it up on Reddit and stuff, and apparently this has been like a thing.
Is it did he have high reviews? Like, what was his marks?
That was a thing. He has high reviews, and it's because I can't leave him a review because I canceled. And so it's this thing of like, he had a 4.92 or something like that. His name was Michael, just like a regular white dude.
Yeah.
Didn't think anything of it.
He hacked the system.
You gotta respect it a little.
You're not even on my side.
I mean, I am, but I'm also like, okay, kudos to you, man. Like, he needs to. It's his holidays. That's his job.
It is the holidays.
But you know what? Yeah, it's definitely a scam. He did not accidentally do it. This is his job. He's been doing this for a while. He knows how to turn off the fucking app if he has to once he drops.
Is there any part of your job, previous job as a real estate agent, that was very scammy in any way?
Yeah, I think sales is just a scammy job generally, because you're doing your best. I think there's this weird thing where you have to match the other person's personality. I would do like real estate coaching, right? And now I think about this. When I'm younger, I was just like, I need to get the deals. Now when I think about it, I think it's crazy and manipulative to get to know somebody and try to use sales tactics that are more about how you like to be talked to. So like we take, like those DISC tests. Have you heard of that?
DISC?
Like where you're dominant. Yeah, like they have this Tony Robbins test where you can like find out, are you more of an analytical person? Are you someone who's like an expressive person? Are you know what I'm saying? Like these things? Or are you just like a friendly person? And based on how you talk about your house, like say that you were going to sell it and you took me on a tour of your house, how you explained the house, I would talk to you in that way that you want to be talked to. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So like if you're an analytical person, like I would know that because you'd be like, oh, this house is like 1,342 square feet. It's got 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Then when I'm talking to you, I'd be like doing the exact same thing, which is like, I will, I would bring you graphs. Yeah, I would bring a PowerPoint presentation to someone like him and
because
be like
PowerPoint
look at
presentations.
Exactly, because I know that about you now.
I would say I'm very easily scammable.
Yeah.
I'm very hopeful. I like to gamble, gullible.
I think Asian people are gullible.
We are gullible, but I'm always like, I think I look for the best in people.
What's a recent scam story? Like a scam story that you remember?
I'm so ashamed to share it, but I got scammed for about $100,000.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Recently?
In the past year.
Is this not crypto?
No.
Are you allowed to talk about?
I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get into it.
You could just match the number and talked about.
No, it's because it's too embarrassing. It's too embarrassing.
You know what?
This is what we need for the pod, though, baby.
Well, based on what you just said right now, I just bought some Ape coin. Because did you notice that Bitcoin is going up?
Okay, wait. This is what I want to talk about. Actually,
hold on. Steph looks like she's already like about to get scammed really hard. Like,
bro,
it's end of 2023, and she just said, "Did you know Bitcoin is going up?" Like that's
you said Ape coin, right? Is that different?
Yeah, but so Bitcoin, all the coins are going up right now because of recessions happening. Don't listen to me and do any of this, but ApeCoin is the one that everyone's been talking about.
But it's too late. They're talking about it, so don't do it.
Well, I'm gonna buy more. I've been waiting. My friend who does this like hit me up recently when I talked about my car issues, and he's like buy ApeCoin. You know what? I trust him. I don't care. You know what though? To be honest, I have lost money in doing. I lost $2,700 in Nokia.
Yes.
I just checked my account.
But here's the thing. You don't take big enough risks in these investments for the return to be massive. So to me, it's a waste of time for you. It's like putting $500 into ApeCoin is not going to make you rich.
I'll put more.
No.
Are you?
No.
Are you?
If you're going to do it, put $20K.
This is what I want to talk to you about.
Fine.
Okay.
I will.
He does not bring the good side of you. Listen.
I just talked about how easily I'm gullible.
I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I feel just from knowing you this past year. By the way, I've been doing this almost a year, which is crazy. We had him on about a year ago. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, but we got to do a sober episode because his finances have probably completely changed.
I feel like with money stuff, I guess also other stuff, you light up when there is like a expert around you, and then you just want to do everything he or she says. And you sometimes you pitch me their stuff. Like it's anything from like whatever Call to Leap said to Vivian said. But it's I remember one time you were like, dude, I just had coffee with this guy, and I figured it out. The reason why our YouTube is not good is because our thumbnail sucks. Okay, and I'm like, dude, that's not it, dude. That ain't it. Like, but like you come, like you're like, I just had coffee with this guy, and Mr. B spends $10,000 on each thumbnail, and we should be. And I'm like, I appreciate the enthusiasm, obviously, but I see it in your eyes, and I'm like, you're getting got so hard by everything and I just, as a friend, I'm just like, just be careful, bro.
I'm worried too, because she'll do like a Korean Christopher Walken impersonation, and she'll be like, I got 50K on the reels. My thing is going to be a Korean Christopher Walken. All my content will be Korean Christopher Walken.
I got like, did I get 500K?
Yeah, I get a lot.
Okay, then that means people want fucking Christopher Walken.
I'm just saying.
That's fine. I'm not talking about your content. I'm just saying, like, just like even this ape coin shit, right? You're like, I have a guy and he said this thing, and so now I'm gonna put more. I'm just saying, be careful. Me and the cashew, sincerely, be careful. Okay.
Look, what I've learned is if you don't take big chances, you don't make big things happen.
Yeah, but I would say
don't keep a girl down, is what I'm saying.
I say invest in yourself. Don't.
I swear to God, I've been scammed a lot. I've tried to take shortcuts and investments. I've come full circle though. Like, I'm just going to continue investing in myself. That's why I'm not mad about these scams, because soon as I started focusing back into myself and putting money back into myself, the returns have been greater.
So you think that was a very expensive lesson for you?
It was a very expensive
lesson.
It
was worth 100K. Have you gotten scammed?
Not for 100K.
Yeah, I guess for him.
Wait, did I ever tell you about the Japan scam story?
No, dude.
When I was
you get scammed weirdly enough.
Well, this is a long time ago. I've gotten scammed so many times that I don't really get scammed anymore. But when I think I told you this, when I was like 21.
You just got scammed by Uber. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? I know, that's behind me.
You literally every episode, you come in with a financial scam, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening with this guy? That's so funny. And then you're telling me not to get scammed.
I'm literally like, yeah, that's behind me. That's the old Fumi. And I'm like, Steffie, I got scammed by Lyft.
Do you think we get Asians as a community get scammed the most out of all the ethnic back groups?
I get scammed by other Asians. That's my problem.
True.
Because I trust other Asians.
Asians love getting scammed.
Other Asians.
Yeah. Asians love scamming and they get scammed.
Yes.
Wait, how are you getting
equally
scammed by other Asians?
No, it's so when I was in Japan, I think I told you this, when I was 21, I was like, I wanted to go to like one of those like hostess bars.
Oh yes, okay, right, yeah.
And then they were like, oh, do you want to like do more? And I was like, okay, cool. And then like they were like, okay, so it's $200 for any girl. So I go with them to a shady ass building. I walk inside. None of the girls are Japanese. Everybody's like Filipino or Chinese. So I'm getting like trafficking vibes. I'm so scared, right?
Yeah.
And then so I try to leave because I was like, I don't want to be a part of this. So I leave, and they're like, well, you haven't paid us yet. And I was like, no, I paid you guys $200. And they're like, oh, we don't know that guy on the street.
Oh no.
And then they're like, it's $600. So I paid $800 to like
get out of there.
Just for a Sprite. Pretty much, yeah. So that was probably
what
the
a
most
little fucking bitch.
That was probably the most expensive.
You are a little bitch at that time.
Why? Well, I was scared. You want me to endorse?
You did the right thing.
Yeah, I don't want to. That was bad in there.
I'd figure it out.
Figure what out?
I don't know. I'd get out of there
without paying.
And maybe now that money will help those girls escape.
God damn.
I'm kidding.
Okay. So talking about scams.
Yeah.
My Jeep got it stopped working. Like the start button stopped working. It just kind of turns on and would rev the engine. Literally happened again after I got AAA to come out. By the way, their membership gives 4 free tows for the year.
Oh, I have one. That's great.
Oh yeah, but use it. So I was like, I need to utilize it. You probably never use it and you pay the membership.
Yeah, it's like $50 a year.
Okay, this is okay. So I had to get my car fucking taken in. I was supposed to go to work and I had to miss work. I had to take it into the shop, the Jeep dealership, and they're telling me it might cost over $2,000 to fix this car.
Okay.
Mind you, my 3-year warranty, because this is a lease, was over 2 months ago. And I'm turning in my lease in the next 2 weeks, and I might have to fucking spend $2,000 on this car.
That's not even gonna be yours.
Yeah, I don't need to be investing.
That's tricky.
In.
So you think it's sus?
I think it's called. I think it's. Have you heard of this thing called planned obsolescence that like Apple does, where they like at the last minute they'll change. So they'll make your phone work less by the updates.
I think they got sued for that. So it's when like an electronic will like sort of break on purpose after X amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got to figure out how I'm gonna talk to the people at Jeep because it's not they told me that the dealership is a franchise, so I have to call the actual place and find out if I could get my money back. So I try to convince them by telling them I did a commercial for them. I did a Jeep fucking commercial saying, hey, I fucking love my Jeep. They didn't give a fuck. They almost like thought I was annoying. It was almost like
of course. Okay, can I just say that's the most LA thing? You called some guy in like Mississippi, right? These are people who work. They're not in LA, and you're like, hi, I'm a model, and I'm an actress, and I was in one of your commercials. They're like, I don't give a fuck.
You know what they said? They said you must have gotten paid pretty well for that.
And you probably did.
I just realized this pod is when I go visit my mom, and she just talks about how somebody just ripped her off. Like literally, like, I'm like, this seems really familiar right now.
Like, you're having deja vu.
Yeah,
bro, I don't want to spend. I need someone to fucking help me. I hope this episode comes out before.
Okay, wait, but can I spank you for a second though?
Right
like,
now?
No, not like a physical spank, like a Cash Cuties spank.
Okay, yeah.
Don't adjust your ass. No, like a physical, like a Cash Cuties spank. Okay, I'm gonna say I feel bad for you, but it's on you because you got an American car, dude. You got a Jeep. They're not made to last. You remember when Mike's song was on? He was like, man, I just, he said this, I didn't address this, but he said he bought a brand new Cadillac in 2009 and he said it just broke down. And I'm like, bro, that car only lasted you like a little over 10 years. That's bad, dude. That's a bad investment.
I know. That's why I'm just going to get a Miata. I'm going to suck it up, not get
You gotta get
I like luxury cars.
Yeah.
I really do, and I've always had a luxury car of some sort, and the Jeep was the first that wasn't. But I was proud of it because I was like, Jeeps are fucking cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
You can go off-roading, all these things. Put the top down. But now seeing this in real life and realizing what's just happened, I don't think I could do it again.
Wait, are cars the only the thing that we expect to last as long past 10 years, like in our household?
Yes.
Because we don't even keep a TV longer than that.
Yeah, but I think it's because cars are like much more expensive than TVs, and also I think there are certain car brands that just are known to last a longer time, and so like the range, I don't know, like the range, it really depends. Like nobody would expect like a GMC truck to last over 10
but
years.
car like gas cars are their days are numbered.
Yes and no. I mean, I think we think like that because we're in LA,
dude,
but nobody gives a fuck about.
You know what? You remember when people talk about like, oh, the General Electric refrigerators are still working? Those are our kimchi, like the ones that we put in the garage because they like fucking work forever. I think that when I talked to this AAA guy who was towing my car, I was like, hey, what cars get towed the most or don't get towed the most? He said, don't get a Prius.
He said those get towed?
He says Priuses get towed, and then luxury like Mercedes, BMWs are really bad. Apparently they get towed a lot. And but I was like, I want a luxury car. So he was like, Lexuses barely get towed. I asked him about the Miata. He said they don't get towed. He said Jeeps get towed a lot. A lot of American cars get towed. So we really have to be smart. But like, why the Japanese cars? My main thing is they're not very sexy. Like, why can't they be?
Because they're not. Okay, first of all,
it's cars. It's cars.
You know what? Okay, this is a great time to address this. This is something,
dude.
This is something I've been wanting to address with you for a second, and I'm gonna do it right now.
Again?
Okay? Okay, this is the second. It's like second thing. Okay, and again, I love you, coming from the heart.
Okay, this is bad. What are you gonna say?
I don't care that. I think you. Okay, the reason why I don't like European cars is because there's something inside of me that I don't want to give. This is kind of fucked up, but like I don't want to give these like companies that have like these colonial past like power, you know? And I think
wow.
Right? And I think like there's also this thing of like, oh, things that Europeans or like white people make are like nicer, and things that Japanese people make are just like sturdy. Like it's an image thing, right? And so I don't like that. And so that's why I never want a BMW or like a Benz.
You know what? I realize people do this with cars.
Yeah, dude.
Because my dad would be like, go support Hyundai.
Yo, but like you, for sure. But like you like
my
really
grandpa.
idolize like these European brands. And a part of me is like, oh, do you think lowly of things made in other countries. You know what I'm saying? Like
those are all made in other countries. It's just they're considered luxury.
But I like what is that?
Expensive, fancy shit. That's
but
it.
If a Hyundai
it's not about like.
Hey, Hyundai's a good car.
But you can buy a Hyundai.
Why don't you get a Hyundai? I'm not saying anything bad about Hyundai.
I'm just saying I don't drive a Hyundai, but I'm trying to. Hyundai.
A Daewoo. I don't see that. What kind of TV do you have? I have a Samsung TV. Okay.
Yeah, but Samsung is considered luxury.
Oh, it is a Samsung.
I resent you thinking this is a racist thing that I don't like my Asian people.
It's not an Asian thing. It's just like I wonder. And it's not just you.
I date mostly Asians.
I'm not even talking about that, bro.
Are you dating an Asian? Who are you dating? What kind of person are you dating? Okay, don't you dare. Don't you dare.
Hey, hold on,
bro. Shit, bro.
Have you ever considered even a Hyundai?
You know what? My grandpa in Brazil, he is so prideful. He had a Daewoo in Brazil, and I thought that was crazy. I've never even seen a Daewoo here or in Brazil. It's almost like he got it shipped from Korea to make sure that
I think that's tight.
No, that is tight.
That's a flex.
I remember. No, that was a sick car too at that time. I remember thinking that. I remember thinking about
our cars are getting sexier.
Yeah, dude, they're doing great. Hyundais and Kias are doing great.
They're really good.
Have you seen the Genesis? Have you gone into the back of a Genesis?
Have I?
You literally talk shit about Genesis like 4 episodes ago.
Why are you going to the...
Dude, stop trying to prove a...
Why are you going to the backseat of a Genesis? Are you hooking up with a Korean businessman? That's what I pictured. I was like, are you hooking up with Ajashi?
Bro,
I only know the back of a Genesis. I don't know what the front looks like.
That's so funny.
I went to the car show a couple years ago.
The back of a Genesis is like some Korean R&B person's album cover. It's like Korean Usher or something he would say.
Bro, the back of a Genesis, you can manipulate and move the front 2 seaters.
What do you mean by that?
Like, you know, like in the back, there's a button so you could push the people in the front up.
That sounds
Do you know the car? You know what I'm saying? Like it's
that's like a weird feature. That's like luxury.
That's luxury because you know what? It means that only a driver in the front would want that car. It's supposed to be like it's considered like a luxury version. I think of it, right?
It's like the Lexus of.
I saw it at the auto show.
You're saying they like to be driven around.
It's a car. They're trying to treat it like it's a Rolls Royce.
I see. I see.
But it's just something I think about a lot. You know, not necessarily through you, but just like when people fantasize or like really romanticize European brands. I don't know. I can't really explain it because I'm not smart enough. But there's something icky about it, and I personally
jewelry
don't like
wise, get me a Mikimoto. Like, get me the fucking pearls. Okay,
I'm not getting you anything.
I know that because this guy promised me a gift from Japan, and he still hasn't gotten it for me, and I won't forget it.
I've never. You know what? I've never said this to a Japanese person, but I respect that. I do respect the thought process of European brands because we have been conditioned to think that European brands are far better.
And I'm not saying that it's not nice. I look at Audi and I'm like, that's nice. There's
a history of European brands that they have a long history of luxury brands.
Right.
Well, it's just the most expensive. So like, I grew up in the mindset of that's nice. It's not really anything else other than.
But I guess what I'm saying is like if a Honda was $100,000, would you buy that one?
I just don't see color in cars. I just don't, okay?
Yeah.
You know
Steffie turned into Jordan Peterson over here, bro. This is getting crazy.
She's like, all cars matter.
You're making America great again with your fucking Tesla, bro.
Yo.
I look like Long Duck Dynasty over here.
So are you guys more likely to spend more on a one-night stand? Like say a girl's flirting with you. Are you more likely to spend more on a one-night stand than you are on a date that you have to play the long game?
I don't know if I could call that even if something is going to end up a one-night stand. I don't think I could even call that during the date, to be honest.
What do you mean you can't call it?
You don't know if it's going to be a one-night stand.
I don't know if it's going to happen.
If a girl's flirting, you could feel it. You said you don't know if it's going to be a one-night stand, but are you willing to drop more money on that time? Like maybe Ubers,
I don't
maybe
feel like
movies,
I could feel it. I don't think I could feel it until like after the dinner and drinks, and I'm like, yo, you want to go chill at my place? As soon as you say that, and they say yes, then you might know it's a one night stand. If they say no, then the date's over. You know what I mean?
What if you knew it was a one night stand?
Like somebody slid into your DMs.
She's like, hey, she's direct. She's because she's an older woman. Older women know what they want.
Okay, yeah.
So they're gonna be like, hey,
I'll spend the same amount on either date. If I like,
so. You don't think desperate? What I'm saying is,
if you like somebody for the long game, then you're gonna go out. You're gonna have to try. No,
but like I'm saying, like, would you invest like knowing that this person is like, is there this like draw and desperation with somebody that you know you could potentially spend a night with versus someone that you want to maybe marry?
Yeah. I mean, I invest in stocks that are
it's a long game. more riskier.
It's a long game. You know what I mean?
That's so funny. It's like I imagine you're like you're not using a condom, but it's like, you know what? But I invested in Nokia. I can do this. Nokia was way riskier than this. I'm gonna go wrong this one.
Just in general on a date, like I don't count how much I'm spending throughout the date. I'm not like rich, but I will say,
does, but you don't.
I don't know. I don't like when it comes to drinks, dinner, with anybody, not just a date, with friends too. Like I don't even look. Yeah. So when a check comes, I don't even look at the bill. I just give the card because it's just dinner. How much could it be?
Sure.
But statistically, do you feel that if you took a girl out to a $500 place versus maybe like just drinks and like maybe it's like $100 for the night, like that you have more of a chance with them in the future?
Nah, there's girls who are low maintenance that might find it cool that you take them to like a Cheesecake Factory. Like,
it's funny, fun. Ironic.
Yeah, ironic.
It's like Benihana's. It's funny.
When I was younger, I feel like if someone took me to a nicer place, I feel as if for some reason I owe them something. I think a lot of girls feel this.
So you're saying it works?
No, not now. Now I think very differently, you know?
But you would feel a little bit more inclined to be like...
I'm also just turned on when someone maybe does take care of me.
Okay.
It definitely either... It could go both ways. It makes me either want to play the longer game because I'm like, but if I knew this guy was someone I just wanted to hook up with or just make out with or whatever it is, if they did those things, it's more likely I'd be down versus if he just took me to like a random spot down the street. There's more likely a zero chance of anything happening that night.
But here's the thing. I feel like...
unless I really just like don't care about them.
I'm sure. I don't know. I mean, you're famous, so I don't know if this is different for you, but I don't necessarily like attract a type of girl that would need all that from me, right? Like whether it's a one night stand or a long term thing, if I'm hanging out with a girl, like I don't know, to your point, it's just all kind of the same, right? Like I don't know, like I guess I'm not surrounded by people who expect me to take them.
I don't think anyone expects that from me either.
Yeah,
I don't think anyone expects that from me either. But I think they do want a man who knows where they want to go, like not indecisive.
Oh, that's so annoying.
That's the biggest thing. Like,
it is really annoying when they put it on you.
Yeah.
Like guys need to stop being like, what do you want? Or if they ask, if they're like, this is what I think the best way is, like, be like, hey, these are a few options.
That's
which
the best.
Do you want to go?
That is the best.
I hate it when they put it on me. I'll do it sometimes, right? But in my head, I'm like, I already know, hey, this guy is gonna make me like, it's too much work.
I usually give 3 options, and then like tell them which one I really.
But then what if they say like, yeah, I'm down with anything, and then you just pick one?
Oh, then if they say it's down, then yeah, you gotta choose.
Let me ask you this: would I be able to wear these sweats on a date?
Yes.
And you think it'd be chill?
Okay,
like, would you feel some type of way?
I went on a one. Hold on, I went on a date with this guy a month ago.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, the fact he did take me to a place I wanted to go. He asked me like what my options are. When I got there, he was wearing a sweater, like a sweater that looked like, like a Gap sweater or some shit, like, and it was wrinkled. And I was just so turned off. Like I was like, and I was like, he had nice shoes, but it just made me think, wow, why the fuck did I spend an hour getting ready and looking
if he can't
cute?
fucking iron a shirt?
And he didn't get a second date, which is like, is that I had a reason. I was like, this is not like.
While he was talking, could you just you were looking at the wrinkle? You're stuck in,
he just didn't look.
You're stuck in a wrinkle in time.
And he told me, he's like, I think he knew because he literally was like, oh, I got my nice shoes on. I know you're a fashion girl, and he did have his nice shoes on. the next day, or when he asked me out again, he said, "Oh, it's because of what I wore." He said that. Isn't that crazy? He knew
because he knew because you were doing this. You're looking at
I must have been staring
so
at
he
that
said
shit.
It was the wrinkle, wasn't it?
It was the wrinkle.
It wasn't. I guess a wrinkle was an ick for me, right? Because I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop looking
Actually,
at it.
a wrinkly shirt could be a turnoff. I think for anyone.
For anybody.
Wait, the other thing is he also had dirt under his nails.
Okay, that's bad.
That's probably it.
That's gross.
I love how he was like, "It can't be my nails. It's my shirt. It's not the fact that I was just digging in the ground like a normal person in LA, just digging in the ground."
It was like hygiene because he like didn't have his nails. Like it was the thing was his nails were cut short and it was dirty, which means he didn't shower. Because like when you shower,
he's like, I'm just coming from my grave digging job. All right,
that's what I do with my bare hands.
It was like I was like, nah, I don't think so.
Maybe he was burying a treasure. You like treasures? You like treasures? Maybe he was looking for a treasure map.
Yeah, so I was like, no, fam. That's an ick. Was there an ick for you guys? Or
I like what you said about the wrinkle. I could see that. I could see that bugging me actually.
That bugs me on a guy. Like anybody.
Yeah.
Just
why
like
is
anybody,
that? That's so fucked up because we're like, he did his laundry. He probably just didn't iron. Who the fuck is ironing these days?
You know what bugs me? Is
that's an old school antiquated thing.
You don't iron?
Do you know what? Your jacket is so wrinkly right now.
No, but that's a very wrinkly type jacket.
You can't iron this.
But I will say, you know what turns me off? This not for just the girls, but anybody. Like a stretched out collar could bug the shit out of me.
Oh yeah, because you know they be hanging like this.
A stretched collar will bug the shit out of me.
One. Because you know what? Like, go buy your fucking, like, if you can't buy a fucking new sweater, you can't buy this.
You're 2 centimeters away from bugging me with your collar.
Well, I just did it right
kidding.
now.
Nah,
I
that's
just
the
did it right
stretchy kind.
now.
It's fine. That's the stretchy kind.
Would you more likely have sex with a girl? Well, doesn't work this way. With somebody a girl who wants to take, maybe you're dating someone older, a girl that's like wants to take you out. Would you more likely feel put out, or do you feel like it affects your manlyhood that they're paying for everything?
No, there's no manlyhood to be affected. That's totally fine. That's fine.
I will say it's very rare that a girl would get away with paying before me. I'm so quick on the draw.
Like
I will never that. I don't remember the last time that even happened.
Is so hot.
There's no one quicker than me on a draw. Even with my friends. That probably says a lot about my friends. They're broke. But I'm usually always the quickest on the draw.
Quickest hands in the West.
I'm not broke. I couldn't have, but the thing is, I just like being taken care of. It doesn't matter what it is. It makes me feel hot. Like, but
usually I will say the better off you are, you're quicker on the draw.
The better off you are, you mean like the more fun the date, the faster.
No. Just for anyone who's better off,
stable.
like financially.
Oh, I see.
That is
Whoever's
true.
better off financially tends to be quicker on the draw.
Oh, I see.
I feel.
Is that true? Sometimes I'm feeling very giving.
Sometimes you're feeling giving.
Yeah, I feel
but
giving.
But you also know that you have money in the bank. You know, like you have to say, like it's whatever you do that night, it's not gonna bankrupt you, so it's okay. So you save these moments of generosity for certain times. So when you pull it, you don't feel guilty about it because it's not like you do it all the time, right? And it feels good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think the lonelier you are, you're quicker on the draw too, because you really cherish those moments.
Please be my friend.
Yeah, like you cherished these dinners the most. Like, you know,
so good to get out of the house.
Yeah, like there's certain dinners like I'm like, I shouldn't be paying for this whole thing.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you know what? This is all I have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I ain't got no friends.
Yeah.
Does it feel desperate then if a girl is paying for you? Do you feel like then she's desperate?
No, not at all.
There's this guy
that might say something like there's a boss like thing about that.
Okay, so a couple months ago, I was sort of not dating, but I was going on dates with this guy who's like 6 years younger than me, and with him, I think I just like didn't care because I didn't think of him as like someone in the future that I want to date. So when he got sick, I offered to send him soup, like Uber eat soup, and he got weirded out. He's like, what? He's like, oh, is it going to be good soup? I was like, who cares if it's good soup? And he's like, oh, it's just I'm sorry I acted that way. No one's ever sent me food. And it made me feel like, was I desperate for sending him food, or that he thought that something of it? Like, but I sent it to him anyways. And I felt like it made it awkward. And I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be like But I only, for some reason, it's only when they're younger do I want to somehow take care of them.
You must be you must really like that person. I never would imagine you doing that.
I've never seen that side of you. I've known you for 10 years. I've never seen that side of you.
You know what it is? He's a younger artist, and there's something when they're younger, and I know that they are not like financially stable. It's different. My energy, I think I shift into maybe
big sister mode. I
don't even want to say big. It's my masculine. Because I was just learning about this. My girlfriend was teaching me. She's like, I want to be taken care of by a man because at some point I'm going to have a baby and I want to feel in my feminine. And there is something feminine and masculine that happens when certain people I'm dating. Like if I'm dating someone who is more masculine, I do feel like more feminine. And that means I want to get taken care of. But when I'm in my masculine, it makes me want to take care of the guy. Like it makes, if a guy has more of like a delicate energy, or I know they're not as financially stable, or maybe they're just younger, this part of me comes out where I want to like do things. Like I want to pick them up. I want to give them advice. Like
physically pick them up?
I want to give them, huh?
What do you mean pick them up?
Like in my car. But I wouldn't do that. But I wouldn't do that with certain guys.
I see.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't mind.
Okay, just to like address that thing you said about how he got weird. You know, I know your love language is gift, but I think every love language, there's two sides. Like, for example, my love language is not gifts, but if you got me a gift, it actually would make me uncomfortable. So it's interesting because like one thing could be your love language, but to another person, it makes them uncomfortable because that's not how they really communicate. Right?
Yeah. He has this thing with like birthdays. He used to feel like, remember when you were like on stage, like when he used to perform, someone brought out a cake to him.
I get really shy, like in public when like
Since
all
the guy
of
with green hair. I'm so shy.
Well,
dude.
this is out of my comfort zone, you know?
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I like to force myself out of my comfort zone. You know what I mean? Like I can't do anything about this, so I have to live with it, you know?
Yeah. And
I've always done that. Like even me as a battle rapper, right? Like every time I do that, I'm not necessarily comfortable doing it. I have to like muster up the courage to do it. But I love that, you know what I mean? And I'm proud of myself after I do it. And I've always been like that, you know?
So what's the thing with the cake?
Oh, the cake. It was just, we were just at a function and a friend surprised me with the cake and in front of everybody at the show. At the show that I threw.
And he got pissed.
And I got so mad for some reason.
You got mad live or after?
No, I got mad kind of at him on the spot. I was like, come on, bro. Like, what are you doing?
Did they sing Happy Birthday?
Yeah, everyone's saying happy birthday.
Can I just say the Happy Birthday song, because of I feel you, I hate when people bring out stuff at restaurants or something like that. That song somebody needs to write out a shorter one.
Yeah,
it's too long.
Yeah,
because I get it. It's like, oh, you want to? That's nice. But that song, it's over like a minute. It's too long.
I think you're right. I think 90% of the people who get sang that song to them is probably uncomfortable.
100%.
No, dude, it depends on the person. Have you met those people who love throwing parties?
Steffie's
who like
a maniac. She's like, I love it.
Do you like it because you like gifts?
No, I didn't like it, but this is just, it might just be me. I'm not saying you guys don't, but when I started loving myself more, like I enjoy the attention.
So you're saying we don't love ourselves?
No, but that's a very good point because I hate myself. So 100%.
I hate myself too. So I think you're onto something.
That's a really good point.
I think that shit is true. I think it's like I'm learning to accept and approve of myself, and that means people celebrating me. Because the truth is, when you go to your friends' thing, aren't you you like celebrating the person? It's
because
fun.
if you're the one singing, it's actually kind of fun because you're like, oh, I love you, and I love
you.
I'm giving you good vibes.
Yes.
But on the receiving end, if you don't know how to receive it, similar
true.
to your Uber soup story, right? It's like, to me, it's like, it's like, this is too much soup.
I think you're right, Steffi. You've done the work. You've done the therapy work.
You've done the therapy.
I have, and so I think
we love that.
Yeah, so I feel like
she gets sang the song. She's like, run it back, run it back.
Okay, now the black one. Do the black one.
Do the black one, and then the Korean one, and then we'll do the Japanese version.
Oh my god!
Love it.
Yeah, no, for reals, dude.
All right.
You know what? I didn't ask you how you're doing financially.
Yeah, how are you? It's the end of the year. Tax season's up. Tax season's coming up, which I love.
Did we do our first one top of the year or no? Was it last year?
We did it like in November, and then we didn't release it till January.
Yeah, wow.
We recorded like 3 or 4 before.
So it's been about a year.
It's been about a year. Yeah.
But we're gonna do a different thing for you later, though.
Yeah, but it's been a crazy year because I've been sober for a year.
Since Cash Cuties.
Cash Cuties is what made me go. No, kidding.
It is though.
No, you always say that. It's not.
It is.
But it was like around that time.
It was around that time for sure. And then so I must have saved a lot on alcohol alone.
Yeah.
But because I know I'm saving on that, I'm like splurging on food.
Other shit.
Yeah, and like other material items.
Yeah.
Wait, I want to know, just like before we actually do his episode in the future, do you think you've saved more money not drinking?
Oh, 100%.
100%? But you're paying more for other things. Or do you think you were doing those things?
I think overall, because I would still buy those things like on top of my alcohol.
I mean, I don't know how often you look at your bank accounts and stuff, but have you noticed anything? You're like, oh, it's more than I thought. You know,
I have a business manager and he has access to my account,
and he's happy?
He definitely notices.
He's happy.
There's like one bar he would always see the charges that. So he doesn't see that anymore.
He doesn't see that anymore.
Not at all.
Yeah. We gotta have that guy on the podcast, I think.
Let's have him on.
Together.
Yeah. That would be good.
Yes.
Go, Cash Cuties Parent Teacher Conference.
Yeah.
What's the real deal? Oh my gosh.
But overall, I'm definitely saving tons of money. There's no doubt. There's no doubt.
Is there anything this year that, since after we had you on the podcast, that like a big purchase this year that was good, or just something that you spent a lot of money on?
It's gonna be my birthday / Christmas present that he hasn't gotten me yet. I've added it up. He's supposed to owe me a birthday present because he was traveling.
Your friendship is so toxic. The way you're talking.
So
he's supposed to owe me this birthday present.
He owed me, and then I added it to my I said, "Hey, why don't you give me a jumbo?"
I'm a sugar friend daddy over here.
What do you mean jumbo? Is he giving you shrimp? What do you mean? What's jumbo?
I told him,
jumbo.
I was like, because he asked me what I wanted or needed for birthday, and I was like, and then I told him the things, but he was like, okay, I'll get it for you, but it didn't happen because it was a Doja Cat concert. We were like, oh, let's do Doja, and then I was like, okay, don't forget about my birthday, like let's add that to my Christmas present. He goes, Christmas? When was I gonna get you a Christmas present?
Yeah, it's so
this
toxic.
is out of control.
Is this bad?
Out of control.
No, it's not bad, but this is I like this dynamic because you treat her very well.
There should be no expectation.
And I don't give you
You
anything.
are generous, and I love that about you.
Yep.
Okay.
And I haven't got her a single thing.
Yeah.
She hasn't said anything like I
I've
love
never
you,
used the L word on you.
Never.
No, just kidding.
Not even once.
Our friendship should be enough. You know what I mean?
Yours is weird because you told me off the jump. I'm going to tell them that you said that this is not a real friendship.
That's not how I said it.
That is. You said if we weren't working, we wouldn't be friends. And then I literally told my therapist about this. I was like, you know what? He doesn't think I'm his friend, and I'm going to keep trying.
Wait, how often do you guys hang out outside of this?
But we used to before the pod.
So wait, can I defend myself? Your Honor. This happened with me and Mike. Mike knew I had a podcast with him. We used to be friends, and then we started a podcast together. We see each other every fucking week. And we're like sick of each other. Not like we're friends now, but it's like after, because like after this, like I got to talk to you about schedule for January and like what are we going to do?
Right.
And like, so after all that, it's hard to be like, do you want to, on top of all this, spend more time with me?
That's true.
I think that gets hard.
I think it's like you wanted to set that up already because you have this thing with friendships that are weird, and I think that you really do think of me as but you have to set it up so you don't get hurt or
what
something.
A lot of you.
No, I'm going fucking psychotherapy on this shit.
What a lot of people don't see is like when you're on the pod together as friends, like it's fun, right? We're friends and things seem friendly, but what they don't see is like friends working together on the business side of things, and that's hard in any business. Of course. Working with friends, absolutely.
Not just the schedule, but like certain creative visions, like ideas for episodes, guests. Like you don't always agree on things, and then like
tons of stuff.
They don't see that. You know what I just fucking found out? Actually, this isn't even... Everybody knows this already, but I guess Desus and Mero weren't even that good of friends. They never were. Their managers put them together. Desus and Mero.
Oh, yeah.
You know them? They had a show on Showtime.
Oh.
It was these two guys from the Bronx.
Yeah.
They had a show together on Vice, and it was on Showtime. And their whole thing is like, they're best friends, like funny guys from Bronx.
I'm sure they were friends at one point,
I heard that their managers put them together, so it wasn't like they became friends, but it was sort of like the whole thing was like K-pop manufactured. It's like let's take this guy. You know what I mean? Like,
I wouldn't say it's that.
It's not that far, but yeah.
I think of both of you guys as really close friends.
Thank you, Steffie.
Did you see this meme of Golden Bachelor, where this woman, the Golden Bachelor, right? This one of the women goes, "I'm in love with you," and then the guy goes, "That is such a special sentiment."
Wait, the main dude, the Golden Bachelor?
Because that's not the girl he likes. So he goes, "That is such a special sentiment." Like, that is a beautifully...
You don't know what to say.
That is
a
player. Like, he's been in the game forever.
That's a 60-year-old dude line because it's perfect.
That's so good.
Perfect.
Oh my God.
I've definitely said thank you from lovers who say I love you, and I say thank you.
It is tough because you got to be ready for something.
You can't just say it. That's a fucking thing.
I think when Maria said it to me first, I think I was like, "You're the best."
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, exactly.
I got you, my guy. Like something. You know?
I got you, my guy. Thanks, dude.
Thanks, dude.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
You gotta be definitely. Yeah, you gotta be ready for
Look,
that. So, are you
think-
trying to say that to me, that you don't see me as a friend?
No, I see you as a friend.
You know what?
And you know what? I've been told. You've told me that I'm not like. You're like, oh, I find people annoying. You don't think I'm annoying.
I think people should man up to say I love you. You know?
Okay. Like
I feel like it's a very
way?
immature thing.
I throw it around
not,
a lot more.
What do you
now.
what do you mean by that? In what context?
Like I'm not saying I'm that person either. I've avoided saying I love you back, but I'm saying like someone of my age or anybody who's older, like be ready to just reciprocate the love. Like don't be afraid of it.
Sure.
Like lean into it. It's it's not forever. You're allowed to fall out of love. You know what I mean?
No,
That's
I
a
agree
really
with
funny
you.
reason to be more lucid. No, it's not like you're gonna love her forever. It's not forever.
I think people are scared of saying that because of that.
It feels so
though.
permanent.
It feels permanent.
But we need to be like looser with it.
I think so.
We got to get a little slutty with that word.
No,
I
really
this.
agree
like
with this because I've been doing it more this year. Is like saying I love you to people, my friends, and just like people, because like I actually experience love. I experience passion for somebody, and I'm like, why have I been so selective with the word? Because
right.
But I'll call someone a hoe. You know, like why? And that's a way worse thing, right? But I won't say I love you, which is a genuinely sweet, nice feeling that
like
I have
you're
for
looser
someone.
with the negative words, but with
like
the positive
fuck
words.
you, easy, right?
Let's be sluttier with the word love.
Yes.
And I feel like that even about marriage now.
But you know what? You say that, but what if a guy that you don't really like goes on a date and says, Steffi, I think I'm in love with you.
Yeah, I have to learn to accept it because like I am.
That's what you're gonna say. I have
to be honest.
Thank you. I have to learn how to accept this. Thank you, Jesus Christ, dude.
I will say though, Steffi is a cold-blooded woman.
Oh, I can tell.
Why? You could tell.
There's two sides of you, and I don't know the other one very well because I don't know. I only know this side of you because
you know my other side when we're off the cameras.
That's just what I told her when she was in the cold plunge for like 20 minutes. I was like, yeah, it's because you're cold-blooded.
I literally did a 20-minute cold plunge.
That's insane.
I know, it's insane.
Well, how long are you supposed to? Is 20 minutes okay? Is that
no?
healthy?
It's a lot.
No,
like
it's bad. I read about it and it said apparently it's like harmful and that it's like it goes. It's the opposite of giving you dopamine.
I have cancer now.
I literally, when I got out, my body could not get to regular temperature for like 4 hours. I was like shivering.
Yeah, it's in shock.
It was the funniest shit because while she's in there, it's like, I could do it longer than all the boys. And then she comes out, it's like hypothermia.
I'm a fucking dumbass because like all I want to do is like I get so competitive for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
And if it's like men saying they can't do something, I will go hardcore. And I went 20 minutes when it was like 5 minutes was the top. That's what I did.
But I feel like temperature stuff, like women are way more tolerant of that. Like
we're just stronger.
Y'all
with
could
pain.
go in,
pain threshold.
In the wintertime, like short skirts. It's like crazy.
Yeah.
No coats.
I love that's your data point. I thought you were gonna point to a study. You're like, no, I just seen these hoes at the club.
Yeah, you're talking about yeah. What the fuck?
Their whale tails out, and it's December in New York City. So they're therefore biologically.
I feel like Steffi, when she has a stare, she's like, is he gonna say something problematic?
Oh, it goes there.
It's like a radar. It's like a problematic radar. You know.
They wouldn't give it to me either. All the guys were trying to give me other reasons why I didn't get that 20. They're like, well, the water wasn't that temperature.
No, they did.
They all were giving me shit.
I wasn't
Nobody.
There. That's so funny.
Nobody would give me that.
You hated that though, when they were giving you shit.
Oh, of course. I was like, bitch.
Anyways, next week we'll be doing a live ice plunge.
You want to go in?
No.
We should do a fucking episode in the fucking cold
that's actually an idea I had for next year. I saw
sauna.
this TikTok where these two people are in Seattle and they're on a canoe, different canoes, and the whole podcast is you can barely see them. They're kind of like silhouettes, but you can hear them. And I was like, this is so cool. Like already it looks so different. And they're just like two people on a boat. And I was like, oh, we should do something like that, but in a weird place.
My friend, our trainer actually got a sauna. If we want, we could do an episode. We could cook some sweet potatoes.
This would all break.
Oh, really? No, we could leave it out. Oh, you think that it'll break?
We could leave it out, just have really long cables.
What's an interesting, like, financial related place you guys could do a pod?
Financial?
Wall
you mean inside a bank?
Like, just something like that, but
Wall
not
Street
a bank,
Bowl
obviously.
By the balls.
That's true. You could do that. What else?
Some rich guy's house. A rich neighborhood. What about a neighborhood that we don't live in?
That's fucking hilarious.
It's an aspirational episode. And we just bring lawn chairs.
It's like a live vision board.
We're in the Hollywood Hills hoping someone in a fancy car, and we're like, ooh, that's a 200. Yeah. That's hilarious.
That's great. Anyways, this was so much fun. Dumb.
This was good.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you,
homie.
guys.
You're a Cash Cutie fam, OG. Let our fans know what do you got going on. Where can they find you? What do you want to check out?
I don't know, man. Q1 of 2024 is looking good.
I like the way you're saying Q1. I like that. I like the way you're saying Q1.
They call me a Q1 cutie because I'm about to kill it.
Whoa!
Make that into a t-shirt. Make that into a t-shirt.
Cutie.
Q1's looking strong.
Okay, let's make some financial goals. How much do you want to make? How much do you think you could make in cash in Q1? Should we do it? Should we?
Well, no,
I don't want to reveal that because it's going to reveal my current financial status, which I don't want to do. It's like going on Google and being like celebrity net worth.
We did that for you on the first episode, I remember. And I remember you were insulted by the number.
It's
that was
too
on
realistic.
I think it was just like, Dub has 275,000. And you're like, that's so mean.
Yeah. I hate when it's too realistic. It's terrible.
Because it's not low enough to be funny.
Yeah.
But it's just like...
I'm like, wow, they killed that.
Oh God, love it.
Fine, we won't do that.
No, we could do goals.
Do you think we could make twice the amount? I hope next year, man, is the year.
Next year is the year for Cash Cuties and me and you individually.
I think so. I already feel it.
I feel it, dude.
I feel it too, man. You guys have a great podcast. I support you guys all day. I will repost you guys.
That's so nice. Day. Thank you, man. It's fucking time we get some recognition, man. People be sleeping on us. People are so sleeping on us, man.
I was at Bopo Mofo, you know that boba spot?
Oh, the Wong Fu guy.
And they turned to me. Yeah, the Wong Fu. A girl, I sat down and the girl turns to me and she goes, Steffie Baik from Cash Cuties? And I was like, yes!
Yeah, but you went to the most Asian place, like
the
most place statistically to get recognized. That's literally like LeBron James going into like a Lakers gift shop and being like, "You guys know me?"
I was in the Lower East Side in New York 3 months ago. This guy comes in Asian at this cool fucking shop, like girls are wearing, like their deconstructed shit, and he also said Steffie from Cash Cuties. They're recognizing our fucking shit from coast to coast, bro.
Yeah, I think it's very endearing that Steffie gets so excited about those moments.
She should.
Yeah, and I know because it's great. I feel like people get so jaded in this industry. Absolutely. You know what I mean? And seeing people appreciate that is something really nice to see.
You know what? That's a great point because what you just experienced, that's a like in real life. That's what it feels like. And all you need is one or two.
It's true.
We don't need to go viral.
I know that he always gets, when we're out, he gets recognized all the time. Like, everybody knows him. In wherever we go, I'm
too accessible.
He's really good at the hey, what's up, and then move away instead of having a conversation.
Oh, yeah. No, you have to go.
You're so good about that.
You have to go.
No, it is some sort of thing you have to learn because it is not easy.
You're talking with fans, right?
It's very judo-like. It's like, I appreciate that, fam. And
it's just like...
And off you go into the world.
Now. He's bleeding.
Do you sit and talk to the fans, or do you do the?
It's something I'm working on because I have very low self-esteem. I'm always so happy they're even paying attention to me. So I used to talk a lot, but now sometimes I am just busy. So I just oh, thank you so much. Or if it's a girl, I don't want it to be creepy. I don't want her to think I'm creepy. So I just thank you so much, and I just go. But if it's a guy, sometimes I'll talk.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. But this when I was in Lower East Side, I don't know, a couple months ago, some skateboarder was saw me and was like, Cash Cuties, big fan, dude.
Yes,
and I was like,
that's so hot.
dude. But I like that because he didn't want come to talk. He was just big fan, dude. And I was like, all right.
No, you guys are doing fine, man.
We're doing fine.
We just need we need a plate. We need a producer.
We really need a video producer. We really do. That's the one thing.
We need a producer. We need a set. But can we make our fucking shit look cute?
We're gonna do it. We're gonna make it happen. Anyways, please follow us on the socials at Cash Cuties Pod. I'm also on there at the Fumi Abe. That's TheFumiAbe.
You can find me at Baked Goods, BakedGuds on Instagram or SteffieBake.com or Venmo me at Steffie is me.
Venmo me at the Fumi Abe. Thank you guys so much, Cuties. We love you. We'll see you next week or the new year, whenever this comes out. Until then, spend your money wisely.
Or don't. Also, check out my movie. Hold on, I forgot to say that. Can you check out my movie on Apple TV?
What's it called?
It's called The Portrait. I'm gonna
when you
post it
posted the other day, you didn't put the title. So Maria and I were like, we want to watch this, but I don't know how to look this up. You have to say the title or like a link or something.
Okay, you know what? You know what I did on my socials, by the way?
You tagged Amazon Prime and Apple TV and like major companies.
Hey, you never know where they're watching.
Yeah, you never know.
You never fucking know.
I love that.
But I did that thing where I was like, hey, if you're from Cash Cuties, make sure to like drop these emojis so I know you're from Cash Cuties.
That's fun. That's fun.
Have you done that? The
no,
cross
I haven't done
It's
that.
really fun.
All right, check out her movie. She has not said the name yet, but check it out. The Portrait on
Apple TV or Prime TV. Check it out and let me know what you guys think.
Bye.
Bye.